pet you. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm coming to pet you.
Hey, good to see you.
Maybe she did a little bit. She's smelling herself.
Come on, back to work.
You've seen the trailers, you've heard the buzz. Well, today we're getting more NBA 2K22 details straight from the source. Here's gameplay director Mike Wang. I know you want to learn more about NBA 2K22, so here to talk about it is the source himself, gameplay director Mike Wang. Welcome again to 2K TV. Always a pleasure having you on.
It's a great pleasure being here again, Alexis. How are you doing?
I'm doing so well. So we're getting close to launch time, and you've released some details on your blog and social media. So tell us what...
Coming up next, from downtown Los Angeles, at Staples Center, the Spurs taking on the Clippers. For the Spurs, they'll face a tough battle against an equally hungry team to improve their record. But this could be the game that sparks them into a higher echelon. Clippers, Spurs. Our tip-off just moments away. Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. TA, take it away.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture. And none is more popular than the Kobe 4. Originally released in 2009, last season almost a quarter of all NBA players worn them. And that's not just a tribute to Mamba, but a testament to a design that has stood the test of time. PJ Tucker called them the best hoop shoe ever. Strong praise. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And tonight a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
There are very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Hurdle is out there with Johnson. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's White. And it's Murray in at the point. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ibaka. And it's Renatro. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And here is Holmes. Left side of Ibaka. Oh, good on that one. And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Now we'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game Man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Johnson can't hit. Here's Los Angeles now. And George, here we go. And Pirtle pulls it down. Over in the corner, White. A three-pointer, no good. And now the Clippers on the break. George with the ball. Takes the three. That one misses. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, and that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get like blown out in that game, but it felt deflating. It felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
For San Antonio, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Murray with it. Holmes covering.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
Offensive rebound.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Leonard against Johnson. Leonard, no luck.
Now, so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Clippers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And Holmes throws it down.
Now, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Murray takes to Pirtle. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. The Spurs getting another chance here. Pirtle inside. Cousins is there. DeRozan surveying the knee. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
The Clippers shoot their first free throws of the night. Played with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan. It helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Now here's White. He's coming off a 16-point game against Charlotte. Pirtle gets to DeRozan to stop the drought and finish off by DeRozan.
And that's a display of DeRozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
Here's Ibaka, scoring the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Murray. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
And it's Holmes off the drive. Here's the three. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. And White kicks to Murray. And they call an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Clippers leading by 4. Passes it to Holmes. And here is Ibaka. George looking around to Holmes. George finds Holmes. And good, as it just runs right down through the net.
Oh, no. Just don't let him get his feet set. Leonard has become a deadeye on the catch-and-shoot opportunity.
Johnson, the pass to Purtle. Nice ball moved by San Antonio. Holmes against Murray, and he converts the layup. Murray's got his second best.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And it's Holmes off the drunk. San Antonio with the rebound. Over in the corner, White. No good from outside.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Holmes passes to Leonard. Murray with the defensive effort.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Outside, White. Off target from three-point range.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Outside, George. Launches a three. And Purtle pulls it down. Purtle's got his fourth rebound in this one. And it's White missing.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
Cousins, no good.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Murray finds Purtle. Over in the corner, White. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Inside to Marcus Cousins. Today, Brady, you see a lot more friendly rival. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
The Clippers in the lead. Holmes with it. He's coming off a 31-point game against Minnesota.
It felt like in that game, too, he was a man on a mission defensively. Finishing up with 4 steals is an impressive feat. And you can tell he takes pride in that part of the game.
Now DeRozan after the missed three from Reggie Jackson. And good that time.
Possessing great size at his position, DeRozan's muscular frame allows him to convert over the contact.
Now, here's Holmes. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 1.5 points a game. And Walker's got the ball here for San Antonio. And DeMar DeRozan, the bucket on the assist by Walker. DeRozan's got 6 points.
And the offensive energy of DeRozan won him that shot. He never stops working the floor, looking for those opportunities.
On the run, Morris, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Vassell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Walker. And too long on the shot. The Clippers trail. Here's Holmes. Oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The Spurs making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Spurs shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. The pass to Vassell. Here's Chang. It's pulled in by Zubac. Los Angeles has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. They can call from outside. Kennard with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. The 9-footers on the mark. And the Spurs lead by 2. The Clippers shooting down around 24%. Obviously, they've struggled. Holmes kicks to Morris, 16 feet away. A rebound by the Spurs. Outside, Walker. Just 5 on the clock. From 18 feet away, and that one is off, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Now, here's Holmes. 6 points for him, and Kennard wide open. He shoots, and Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Taj Gibson's checked in for Kennard. Now Carter. Stolen by Jackson. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. And Holmes throws it down.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
And here's Carter. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Holmes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. San Antonio trailing here. Makes it off the glass. Here's Holmes. 10 points for him. Pass to Zubac. To Holmes. Chang with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Charlotte. And San Antonio shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. Pass to Vassell. Fades back, and Chang gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. You know you can do this.
There's something that's good there.
That's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Holmes gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. Here's Carter. The rebound by Gibson.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
And it's Holmes off the drive. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson from long range. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. And it's the Spurs ball. Carter on the wing. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Carter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's San Antonio leading by just 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
I think that last point is key. Quickly new group for Los Angeles. George against White. And George kicks to Holmes. Here's Ibaka, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
So difficult to defend Ibaka inside the length, the improved strength, and he's one of those bigs who doesn't mind going to the line.
Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played as a year, you can hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You can go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretch for 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Curry out there with White. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then it's Johnson, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the natural in the last outing against the Timberwolves had a huge game. He contributed 31 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. He took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
And David, he was an attack guard all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Sometimes you can just look at a guy and you see the confidence that he's playing with. That's what I like best.
And the rejection by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
Holmes against Murray. 4 on the shot clock. Outside DeRozan. From deep 3-point range. Rebounds, the Clippers take possession. Clippers trail by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
George against White. Lets the 3 fly. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Holmes with it. Outguarded by Murray. Poeltl with the steal. Passes it to DeRozan. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from George. LA has gone 1-4 with 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there to that. Fires from 3. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
I hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Nice ball moved by San Antonio. He gets it in there.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the play.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Holmes passes to Leonard. Terrific assist and nice finish. Solid play all around.
Very easily could have been an and one there. Leonard takes the contact and still maintains the focus to make the score.
Murray kicks to Pirtle. There's the pass to DeRozan. Pass to Murray. Johnson outside. Fires the three. Rebounded by Holmes. Clippers trail by 10. Leonard looking over the floor. Puts one up from 19. Drop that bucket. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's a quick move, and that's a soft touch. That's mid-range opportunities for Kawhi Leonard to cash in on.
Here's DeRozan. 13 points in the game. And that's on top. San Antonio will retain possession. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. And San Antonio also making a switch. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for White. Here's Johnson.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
San Antonio have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point, you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do, and that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now.
And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. Over Canard. Second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Johnson. Johnson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Outside left. Now, here's Holmes. 12 points for him. He can't hit that time. Great tee that time from Johnson. Now Walker. 1:57 left here in the second. Outside for Murray. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Clippers trail by 12. Holmes down low. Guarded by Walker. And Leonard gets it to go.
You know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Murray in the pass to Purdy. Here's DeRozan. Murray outside. Johnson outside. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Holmes passes to Ibaka. Good on the shot, and that changed the lead to single digits. Ibaka's got 7.
Well, he made some kind of adjustment to his game after a poor first half. He's been impressive shooting the ball during the second.
Here's Murray up on top, guarded by Holmes. Hurdle's shot is off. The Clippers trail. There's 31 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take a different one for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Kennard. Holmes against Carter. 16 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to DeRozan. Good work defensively by Morris. Got it up. The shot will not fall. That'll do it for the first half. Spurs lead by 8. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the key to having such a strong first half?
Played good D.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Spurs leading by 8. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. You got the natural. Baca is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the shooting guard. Just 3 to shoot. Deep 2 from Murray. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And Los Angeles guys shooting about 33%. Not happy with the play on that end. Leonard on the wing. Kicks it to George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 8 points.
Man, it's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
The Clippers have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Holmes.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Passes it to DeRozan. Shoots over Leonard. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Murray.
And you want to talk about high volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
And George kicks to Ibaka. DeRozan against Leonard. For 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Murray's got 7 rebounds in the game. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. On the wing, Johnson, defended by Ibaka.
Great to see Cousins get after it on defense there. He has the size and skill needed to be a lockdown defender, especially on the interior. His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this league would look like if he was on.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Murray the pass to Burke. DeRozan against Leonard. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Clippers trail by 10. Here's George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Again, when you go from second to fourth gear, Paul George puts a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
The Clippers have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. First free throw is good. Los Angeles making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. And George drops them both.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Murray the pass to Johnson. Now here's Burke. DeRozan for 3. They get it again. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
In the early years when Paul George came into the league with the Pacers, you wondered how his frame would fill out. It's filled out nicely.
Spurs making a switch here. Eubanks is checked in. San Antonio leading by 5. Now the pass to DeRozan. Shoots over Leonard. DeRozan. That's good. DeRozan's got 17 now.
Always a consistent scorer, but DeRozan's work on his J has made him a perennial all-star.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. And Murray's got the ball here for the Spurs. They held a 12-point lead early. Johnson dishes to Murray. And the rejection by Cousins.
So important for Cousins to continue to develop that defensive awareness. I like to see him showing off some of that shot blocking ability.
To the wing right side. Murray kicks to Johnson. And here is Murray. 8 points for him.
Time for some consideration in the same category. If the shot is just not on, get somebody else going.
That's the George. Cousins against DeRozan. Cousins, the pass to Gibson. It's stolen by DeRozan. Over Cousins. And DeMar DeRozan, the bucket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 8. Holmes passes to Cousins. Eubanks grabs the miss. And stolen by Cousins. It's good.
Killing on the interior.
Spurs leading by 6. Pass to Johnson. Back to DeRozan. On the wing, Johnson. 5 to shoot. In the corner, Murray with it. Good on the three-point shot. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And the Clippers call time here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
They can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go and get back on track.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for George. San Antonio also making some changes. Gorgie Dames checked in for Johnson. Walker comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Carter in for Murray. San Antonio leading. Carter outside. Pass to Chang. Over Gibson. Chang, no luck. The Clippers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement. Inside, Holmes. Great pass to set up the lay-in. 17 points for the Nets.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Spurs leading by 7. Carter looking around. And Gibson sends it back.
Josh Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
And Holmes throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. The pass to Chang. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Josh Gibson picks one up. This is his first free throw of the game.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Luke Kennard comes in for Josh Gibson. And Reggie Jackson is up in for Rajon Rondo.
And the thing about Morris, doesn't have the big vertical, but tenacious once he gets around the rim.
Walker goes in, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Greggy talk about the upside with Lonnie Walker. This team loves his athleticism.
You know, not the typical Spurs-type player we've seen targeted in the past. An athletic maniac who can fly end to end. The polish to his game will come. It's just going to take some time.
Shoots the 3. Doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Holmes finds Morris. To Holmes. There's the double team with Walker. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket for Morris.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Carter. Pass to Vassell. A 3. Good on the triple. Vassell's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
It's deflected and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Spurs leading by 8. Walker with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
It's a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, you can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Here's Morris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's off-season a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switched to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Holmes kicks to Jackson. And again, no good by the Clippers.
This has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
And it's Carter penetrating. Pass to Vassell. 5 on the clock. Lays it up off the glass. Vassell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Carter. He has 6. Outside, Walker to the middle. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Marcus Morris picks one up there. This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw missing. Serge Ibaka. Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for Morris. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's the natural in for Jackson. Eubanks the pass to Johnson. They get it back. White, wide open. He fires. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. On the court right now for the Spurs. Derek White is out there with Murray. Then it's Johnson. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Eubanks in at the center, filling out the middle.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And Derek White picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Holmes against Murray. Holmes kicks to Leonard.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And the ability to generate points and offensive rebounds is something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Johnson up top, defended by Ibaka. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
To the inside, Cousins can't connect from short range. The Spurs shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings. The feed now to White. Releases from 15, will not go. This is off the front eye. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Cousins. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. Cousins has gotten only 2 of his 8 attempts to fall from the floor. Yes, that goes in. And the Spurs lead by 2.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the flow.
Holmes passes to George. And then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest? Yeah, maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
Now here's DeRozan. Poked away, and the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. Los Angeles on D. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
Outside for George. 6 to shoot. Very pretty alley-oop.
And herein lies the problem with trying to defend Leonard. His versatility. You take one thing away, he can hurt you with another.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. No, he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure wouldn't want him taking that kind of shot. You'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
2 points. That one goes. DeRozan's got 23.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the Clippers call time here. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
A smart move here, talk things over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively, nothing quite getting it done.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, DeJounte Murray.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Bertle, he is checked in for San Antonio. Holmes kicks to Ibaka, to Holmes. Passes to Leonard. The shot by George, wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 1.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, will that make right there? That could change things.
DeRozan finds Murray. Down low. Here's Bertle. Banked in off the glass.
When Hurdle gets the rock deep inside, the D is toast. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Leonard, the bounce pass. Hurdle against Cousins. Leonard, the pass to Cousins. Gets stolen by DeRozan. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And the shot is good. And now a 3-point Spurs lead.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal. And he needs to stay aggressive out there. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other. And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Holmes gets to George. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
And guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over the back.
Yeah, energy is good, but not smart there trying to go through somebody on that play.
And it's blocked by Ibaka. Now Holmes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on White. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Murray, the pass to Purdue. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Cousins.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but he hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Big from the backcourt.
Absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
DeRozan on the wing, and they double up DeRozan. Stolen by George. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. George has got the ball. Holmes can't get it to go in. San Antonio leading. Murray kicks to Purdue. Murray against George. Murray is surveying the D. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson left side. Here's White. Offensive rebound, Spurs. And the dunk by Purdue.
These types of situations, this team turns to Hurdle. He is more than ready for any challenge that comes his way.
To the paint, here's Holmes. Oh, that's blocked. Outside, White. Pass to Murray.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Cousins kicks to Jordan. Holmes passes to Ibaka. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And back in the league, Ibaka became the first player ever from the Republic of Congo to be drafted in the NBA.
He's perfect from the line this time.
He's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Now the Clippers moving it up. Back to Cousins. To the middle. Here's Holmes. Takes it out to Leonard. Outside, George. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Spurs shoot just 30% from the field here in the fourth. DeRozan with it. Leonard picks him up. Hurdle.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Murray against Holmes. San Antonio with the rebound. They held a 12-point lead early, and so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Here's Holmes, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. All free throws good from Holmes. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's DeRozan. Just 4 to shoot. Here's White. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Ever evolving as a passer, DeRozan continues to impress with his ability to find his teammates.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 7. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And
One take, game over.
And so it's the Spurs with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.
I don't know why I picked him, but he's young, already in 85.
What I do? Hey, man. Another day, another drill. That's how we get it done. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Get started, man. Get started. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
What's good?
Let's say two things. But number one, because this was one of our biggest pillars for gameplay this year, it's going to be defense. And I think that's going to be just perimeter defense, body ups on the floor, movement, and how the players feel just in on-ball defenses.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Miami Heat as they go up against the Los Angeles Clippers here at the Staples Center. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo is a first-time All-Star in 2020. He was the 14th pick in 2017. And he said, whoever gets drafted, you want to play the right way. My situation was different. I had to sit and gain experience and reps during practice. Once you get to do it in the game, the leash gets longer and you get to become who you want to be. Kevin, he's become one of the best young big men in the league.
All right, thank you, David. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Hero in at the 2 spot. And for Los Angeles, the natural out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Leonard in at the 3. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg? No matter what, they make them earn their minutes.
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Holmes passes to Leonard. Some solid defense from Butler. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to San Antonio.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down. And really, the story of the game.
What was most disturbing to me was they didn't have a backup plan, right? The threes aren't falling. What do you do next?
Leonard the pass to Holmes. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pulls up. 18 that time from Leonard. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. To the inside. And Holmes throws it down.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard. That's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Pass to Hero. Now Butler. Leonard with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. Here's Adebayo. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Holmes throws it down.
Some power coming from the PG.
Yeah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
So it's Miami now after the Clippers pick up 2. Hero, no good. It's 2-on-1. One jumper. They get the rebound. And George gets it to go.
It's a lengthy list of skill that Paul George brings to the table every night. The offensive glass is just one aspect of a terrific game.
Now, here's Butler. 37 points in the win against Philadelphia.
But the defense had tons of difficulty covering him. They kept putting him at the line, and he burned them.
Oladipo against Holmes. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo.
You got to love the confidence of Victor Oladipo. All he needs is a sliver of daylight off the screen, and he is ready to make you pay.
Here's Holmes. 26 points for him last game against San Antonio.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball.
And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Miami Heat. Trailing by 2. Hero passes to Oladipo. Pass to Adebayo. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Holmes. No good that time. Nice D from Oladipo. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
With his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
And the Clippers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. And Los Angeles guys shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings.
Power move by one of the biggest problems in the low post of Marcus Cousins. Don't let him get that deep.
Miami trailing. And the pass to Hero. Back to Oladipo. Passes it to Bielitsa. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by the Heat. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Down low. Ibaka, the pass to Holmes. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6. And the All-Star roster is being named recently. Junior included on that list. And Greg, a great honor for him and his play. He has earned the spot on that All-Star team.
It's been a terrific year for Junior, and the All-Star nod was a given in my book. He means so much to this team with how much he produces. Glad to see that he'll be a part of the All-Star game. But you can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Here's Butler. No, boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Boy, I love to watch Julius Butler work in the post. High activity level, hard not to foul that guy.
The Heat have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And so Butler nails both of them.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Kept alive, goes back up. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Here's Hero. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Hero's got 6 points.
You can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Hero passes to Bielitsa. Now here's Butler. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach to the rest of the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to zoom in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
The free throw drops for Leonard. It seems like every year, Greg, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like John Moran, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. Terrific player.
Three terrific kids, you're right. Now, here's Holmes. He's got 8 outside Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cousins finds Holmes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa. The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Kennard, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Miami with a change here, too. Edmonds checked in. The Heat trail by 6. Outside Dragic. Pass to Nunn. Here's Butler. From down in the low post. It goes.
Wow, very close to a potential and one. Butler converting through contact.
Holmes against Dragic. Holmes kicks to Morris. Shoots over Achiuwa. Morris, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Dragic the pass to Butler. None with it. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Dragic. Shoots over Cousins. No good from Dragic. Los Angeles leading by 4. Cousins inside. Edmonds there. The feed to Jackson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Stop here for the Clippers. Then for the Heat, Bam Adebayo's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Bielitsa comes in for Butler. And it's Tyler Hero in for Kendrick Nunn. Ibaka, the pass to Holmes. Holmes throws it down. And you hear fans joke about Junior, calling him the general manager. But, Greg, it's not that far from the truth. The front office has started to consult with him on player moves.
It's not the worst idea given how invested this team is with Junior. They both want the best for the franchise. Junior has earned the right to have input on that roster.
They've got Ivica Zubac, the natural out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in the power forward position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the natural in the last outing against the Spurs lit up the floor. He picked up 26 points and did something else more, finding ways to force the defense to send them to the foul line. Another fantastic showing in what has been a great stretch of basketball for him. And we'll see if he can keep it going tonight.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
That free throw, no good. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Inside. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Jordan. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for Miami. Coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Clippers leading by 9. Holmes with it. He's got 12. Nobody near Leonard. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him. The Heat have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Dragic. Clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Dragic has got 6.
And there's the toughness Dragic needs to show. Able to finish in the face of some very tight defense. We love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. And Leonard has it in the corner. Out to the wing. It's Holmes, high post. Dragic comes with the double team. Short. It's tipped, and they're able to recover.
Don't you just love the gritty nature of Ibaka's game? This guy easily draws contact thanks to his aggressiveness.
It's his first trip to the line.
And with numbers like this, about 87% on the year, he's been somebody they love having at the line.
Oladipo, he's checking for the Heat. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
And Adebayo sends it back. Oladipo outside. Shoots over Holmes. Miami no good on that time either. Clippers leading by 11. Here's Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
How about Kawhi Leonard? How many guys in the history of their career can say, I was an NBA Finals MVP at 22 and then an NBA Finals MVP at 27? Simply incredible.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Here's Hero. He's got 12. And Oladipo has it in the corner.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Holmes with it. Defended by Adebayo.
We love how Ibaka gets a little nasty down on the block. Excellent at putting the defense in a tough spot.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The free throw drops from Ibaka.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Hero. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia. Here's Oladipo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Victor Oladipo is unafraid in the face of contact. That's a nice move.
For Miami, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Zubas. Now, here's Holmes. He's got 14. And Kawhi Leonard gets the slam.
Kawhi Leonard makes dunks look easy. That ball looks like a grapefruit in his hands.
Holmes against Odie. Holmes it up for Adebayo. That shot misses.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride. The rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot for him. And think about it. This guy plays college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
No good. Good team by Rondo. Los Angeles leading by 15, and it's Holmes off the trunk. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Time now for an injury report. Let's get an update on Kendrick Nunn. David, what's the status?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer from Miami. He informed me that the knee was bent slightly backwards and is indeed hyperextended, but that there does not appear to be any structural damage. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt his team, especially during the latter stages of the season.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Los Angeles. Morris comes in for George. Heat also with the sub. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Hero. Adebayo kicks to Nunn. This one for three. Doesn't hit it to drop for him. The Clippers go the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him.
Yeah, Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
And the Nationals going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bernard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Miami. He moving the ball around. A putback. Adebayo on the follow.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
And Butler sends it back. And they get it back. Out to the right wing. Nunn wide open. And it's off from three-point range. And here are the Clippers. They're on a 16-6 run. Back to Cousins. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Well, any play that ends with DeMarcus at the cup or in the paint is good offense.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Butler feeling it out a bit. And that one drops. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Here's Leonard. It's good, and that's just his third make in 10 shots. An off game for him.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Nunn passes to Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Boy, how about the quick hops to power through that throwdown? That is really nicely done.
To the paint, Leonard finds Holmes. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game. The Heat trail by 19. 54 seconds left to play here in the half. Nunn passes to Adebayo. That shot, no good. Nice D from Cousins.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Leonard, no luck.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
For Miami, they've been shooting right around 75% of the line, 9 of 12 so far. And he knocks down the first one. Los Angeles making a switch here. Gibson's checked in, and Adebayo drops them both. 30 seconds left in the first half. To the middle, here's Kennard, and he pulls in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Kennard against Oladipo. One second left, and some nice defense there to end the quarter.
Boy, Gibson's so good at timing these rejections. Twice on the pipes from Taj.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What can you say? The natural and impressive effort here today.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Oladipo. Elisa is out there with Bam Adebayo. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Hero in the two guard. And Holmes throws it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Oladipo, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero. Oladipo outside. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Bucket's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Plus 8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Oladipo, the pass to Butler. Back to Oladipo. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And 11 points for Victor Oladipo.
Boy, the strength of Victor Oladipo is on display there, effortlessly absorbing the contact. Nicely done.
Cousins, no good. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Drops in the tray. Butler's got 11.
Jimmy Butler has proven to be capable from any spot on the floor. Puts the three down there.
And there's the pass to Ibaka. Over Bielitsa. And the shot is long. The Heat trail by 18. Oladipo with the ball. George picks him up. Oladipo outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Holmes, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Jimmy Butler. And he makes the first. Zubac is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Heat also with the sub. Achua, he's checked in for Bielitsa. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Hero passes to Adebayo. Down low. And Adebayo throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
That free throw good from Holmes. Bielitsa, who checks in for the Heat. Dragic comes in for Victor Oladipo. So he gets them both. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Hero. 12 points for him. Fires from 14. Bielitsa misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And George kicks to Leonard. Here's Zubac. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Gets the pass to Hero. The dish to Butler. Over Leonard. And it's Butler missing. Clippers leading by 22. Here's Holmes. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That's Goran Dragic.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for the Clippers. And the second free throw, good. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Dragic against Holmes. Passes it to Bielitsa. Outside Dragic. Pass to Bielitsa. Shot clock at 5. On deep. Miami no good on that time either.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Los Angeles with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he missed on that. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the rebound.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The first free throw was good. Well, the pandemic impacting earnings all over the NBA doors. The pain is felt, we think, most keenly by small market teams.
Across the board, Kevin, there are economic realities that the pandemic has forced NBA teams to look at. But always, those small market teams depend on revenue sharing to compete. So now attendance is compromised and their ledger is affected even more. This is going to be interesting to see how this affects roster disposition. Boy, we've got a lot of questions to be answered. You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the rejection by Leonard.
A tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
Holmes finds Zubac. Now Ibaka. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Adebayo. And the rejection by Ibaka. And the shot goes down. Clippers leading by 23. Leonard on the wing, defended by Butler. Holmes throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. Outside Butler. To the inside. Bielitsa. A shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, this is why Butler has become a real threat on the offensive end. Yes, he's a great scorer, but he is equally capable and adept at finding the open gap.
Now, Adebayo. 12 points for him. Gets the pass to Adebayo. Ibaka comes with the double team. Just 5 to shoot. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. It's Jackson with the drive. Pass to Holmes. And it's Dragic with the rebound. The Heat shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Butler kicks to Dragic. Back to Butler. Pulls it from the elbow. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Here's Butler, and he gets it to go and off the back of the rim. 13 points for Butler.
Well, just another thing to like about Jimmy Butler, the development of the catch-and-shoot game.
And the Clippers call time here. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Taj Gibson's checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Jackson. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for the Natural. And then for Miami, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Adebayo. And it's Achua into Bielitsa. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. The Heat trail by 21. Now the pass to Dedmon. Dishes it to Dragic. And the rejection by Zubac.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
And here's Nunn following Marcus Morris's three. Nunn looking around. And the Heat shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Jackson is out there with the Natural. And it's Marcus Morris. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's George in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now, here's Oladipo. Passes it to Achua. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes. Miami with the ball. Just 2 to shoot. Oladipo misses. The Clippers leading by 23. And Cousins kicks to George. Back to Cousins. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Oladipo outside. Pass to Achua. Down low. Here's Nunn. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And against the whistle, 2 free throws coming up. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agree?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
A different look for Miami. Akala's checked in, and Trevor Ariza is subbed in for Bielitsa. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right
there. Clippers moving the ball around. Inside, Holmes throws it down.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there.
And so it's none with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be their second of 6 road games for the team. The shot by Adebayo, no good. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
For the finish, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between the assist and the turnover. Nice delivery.
Clippers leading by 23. Holmes passes to Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, Taj Gibson, a terrific athlete, easily gets off the floor to finish with authority.
Pass to Hero. Back to none. Doris, as we've seen, NBA players are becoming more vocal on social issues. Some will say, keep politics out of sports. Should the NBA and should all sports be worried about that backlash?
Kevin, one of the things I admire most about the NBA is its commitment to the causes it believes in. And whether we are talking about the mental health issues of some of their players or the current situation in the country, the NBA's commitment to supporting equality and social justice is admirable. What is controversial about equality and social justice for all? Nothing. I admire their commitment. They're on the right track.
The Heat making a switch here. Fernando's checked in.
Don't sleep now. Jimmy Butler will exploit that mid-range game.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the foul called on Bruno Fernando. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Heat also with the sub. Oladipo's checked in. Now, here's Holmes. Oh, Holmes in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better team.
And the pass to Adebayo. And slam dunk by Butler.
Crispy onion on the side.
The guy's got a 40-inch vertical. I'll tell you, he does his best work in the air, I think.
Pass to Leonard. Zubac with it. Back to Leonard. Looking to get it going. Leonard. Great positioning on the putback.
Now, a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now, here's Oladipo. Outside Butler. Here's Hero. Guarded by Holmes. Back to Butler. From outside the arc. A shot off that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. To the paint. Stolen. And here is Bielitsa. Back to Oladipo. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
They double him with Adebayo. And the dunk by Zubac.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Oldie. Here's Adebayo. And the layup's good off the glass. Adebayo's got 20 points.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Here's Zubac. Rebound by Bielitsa. Violence has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Before Butler. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got rebound number 9 now. One over Heat's now. And throws it down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the tip.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here's Butler. After the basket by Los Angeles. Pass to Hero. And here's Adebayo. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Timeout called the Heat. Right now, we're seeing more athletes willing to talk about mental challenges, be it depression or anxiety. And you know, Doris, the NBA is no exception. How encouraging do you find that?
Well, I think that whether NBA players or professional athletes in any sport know it or not, they are looked to as examples, as role models. And so I think everybody wins in this situation, Kevin. The players, the fans themselves, many of whom are dealing with the similar challenges. So, listen, life is not easy. Wherever you can get help, go and take it. I love this initiative from the NBA.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Heat. Iguodala comes in for Tyler Hero. Outside Butler. Oladipo for 3. Rebounded by Holmes for Los Angeles. They've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the 4th. 8-12. He gets that one.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Butler. After the main shot from Holmes, Adebayo passes to Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Well, you got to admire how effective Andre Iguodala is, just excelling at getting inside and finishing with authority.
Here's Holmes. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 47 points for the natural.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Loads it up for Butler. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, Jimmy Butler is always a threat to score. His ability to get to a spot and shoot it with confidence, wow, impressive.
To the middle. Here's Holmes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
That free throw, no good.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Los Angeles. Bruno Fernando's checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Butler. Now, here's Oladipo. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Taj Gibson picks one up.
The combination of sheer muscle and speed of Victor Oladipo. You can't stop this guy. So excellent at finishing over aggressive defense.
Well, free throw drops for Oladipo. Doris, you and I know the quality of play in the NBA bubble was terrific. And some people said a lack of travel, a possible reason why. The league will think looking at ways to reduce travel moving forward.
Exactly, Kevin. And one option on the table is the, quote, series model. You see it in baseball, where you play consecutive games against a single opponent. So what about the states with multiple teams? New York or California? Can you play all of those teams in one trip? This not only preserves players, but it also cuts travel expenses, something the league is looking hard at. I think NBA fans are so well acquainted with the elite basketball skills of Victor Oladipo.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. This game has been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were great.
Oh, I can't be a point guard on this
Good game last night.
Going to have a lot to work with this year.
What is Mike Wang most excited about with 2K22 gameplay?
Yeah, and that's, you know, I think that's what I alluded to is just the game feels way more balanced, and it makes more sense just in terms of how we're rewarding players if they are doing the right thing on the court. I know it sounds really general and really basic, but a lot of times in the past, you know, sometimes you make the right play or do the right thing, but you weren't always rewarded for it. And in 2K22, I feel like that's it's much more just a one-to-one. If you make the right play, you get rewarded. You get the right stops, and you score. So just shooting open shots, taking high IQ shots, much more rewarded. It just feels way better to make the right play, get open, knock down those open jumpers. They're so much fun to play with. And Luka too, right? We brought in Luka from OCAP, and he gave us his patented step back jumper and his moves, and so the nicest guy and super funny. Just a pleasure to work with. So we're so excited that he's our cover guy this year.
And that's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit more about Seasons?
Yeah, so Seasons is going to be, you know, we've had it in the past with my team. And the goal that Eric Benish wanted this year was to really extend the seasons across the entire game. So I'll speak to gameplay because that's my area. What we're doing with Seasons is we're going to try and release content throughout the entire year. So, you know, on day one, we've usually just thrown all the animations at you, all the signature moves and shots and everything. But we're going to try and roll it out across the year.
Up next, the Timberwolves taking on the Clippers. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're on solid footing as we get through the middle of the season. Currently ranked number 6 in the Western Conference. Clippers, Timberwolves. And back in a moment for the tip-off. Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. TA, it's all yours.
Hey Kevin, we have seen D'Angelo Russell's ice in my veins celebration after he makes big shots. D'Lo credits his father for the inspiration, saying he used to say that all the time. Play like you have ice in your veins. So that's how I play. No feeling, letting it go, playing free. Kevin, that's how I'm doing the sideline report tonight.
He sure does. Fantastic, David. Thank you. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac, the natural out there with Paul George, and it's Ibaka, and it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And for the Timberwolves, we've got Beasley. He's out there with Russell. Carl Anthony Towns is out there with Edwards. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason? Or, in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change. And the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster and can't fit that square peg into a round hole. But whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around. And I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Beasley, 5 to shoot. shoot. Over Ibaka. Off the left rim and out. 3 on 3. Here's Leonard. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Leonard's got his second basket of the night.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basketball.
Russell finds Towns. And here's Edwards. Oh, good on the triple. Pass to Holmes. To the inside. Leonard, no luck. And now the Timberwolves on the break.
Yeah, you look at Russell, one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
And it's Holmes off the drive. Inside. Ball's not loose. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
Good angle. For Los Angeles, they're going 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Clippers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, those numbers represent a nice step up from what they were last year.
Another miss by Minnesota.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
That shot off. Towns with the defensive effort. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And there's the shot to finish it off.
You know, Beasley not trying to do too much or get too cute there. Just finding the open man in a simple fashion. Well done.
Here's the pass to George. It's up a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to
Painful to watch, guys. And you could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Towns. He had a 39-point outing in the last game against Atlanta.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
George passes to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Russell against Holmes. Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. Here's Vanderbilt. Get number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Here's Holmes. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Well, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Here's Edwards. Offensive rebound. And Towns gets it to go.
Hey, I tell you what, I've got a 39-inch shirt sleeve. Karl Anthony Towns has to be north of 40, and with that reach, you can see why he snatches up those rebounds.
Now, here's Holmes. Off a solid outing against Miami. Zubac's the best of Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Russell. And no good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it. You could feel that they were playing for each other.
Oh, here's Edwards. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Edwards against Leonard. Paul George with the steal. Holmes down low. Edwards defending.
Oh, it's just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Hustle high post. Ball's on him. And the slam dunk. As the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right in the review. Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all we can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now, here's Holmes. He has 7. Shot clock at 5. Short. Got a piece of it.
And right from the start, yeah, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Now, here's George. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. A tray. The shot by George. No good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Offensive rebound. Towns. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
You know, despite his youth, Towns sees the big picture. He gets points any way he can, and we'll see if he can cash in at the line here.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Serge Ibaka. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for George.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
And here's Rubio. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Over to the wing. Baseline Jay on the way. Noel, no good. The Clippers trade. One-on-one fast break. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And that one drops for him. Minnesota's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Been called from outside. Rubio will pass to Towns. Holmes against Rubio. Pass it to Noel. Shot clock at 6. 14 feet away. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
And Minnesota has possession. It's a 3-point game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a whole stretch offensively, for sure. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Now, here's Holmes. He's got 9. Here's Morris. It's blocked. Now, here's Rubio. To the paint. Here's Towns. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Towns has got 8. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, testing everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Here's Towns. After the miss from Reggie Jackson. Back to Towns. Launches it. Rebounded by Holmes. The Clippers shooting to start out this game about 43%. And the Clippers making a change here. Gibson's checked in, and the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvidas Sabonis in Portland, and remember, DeMontis is a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. You know, I think they're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son's a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think we're going to see more of this in the future.
Making some changes here. This will be his fourth shot at the line in this one. Clippers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. D'Angelo Russell out there with Edwards. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Reed at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And it's tied up with that one. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the natural in the last outing against the Heat did more than get the job done. He tallied 50 points, and as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. I'll be looking for a repeat performance in that, Kevin.
And David, in stretches, he was absolutely down. Great. We'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure. And it draws so much defensive attention, and it opens up opportunities for others.
Leonard against Beasley. Here's Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Russell hits home. Pass to Vanderbilt. Down low. Reed the pass to Russell. Pocket 4. Zubac's with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The shot by George, wide open. Quick shot there, and it's off target. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And he makes both free throws. Clippers have gone 5 and 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And it's Holmes off the drive. And yes, it's good. Holmes got 13.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And it's Russell missing.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that. Made them pay.
Has to Reed. Now the pass to Reed. Shoots over Zubac. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Clippers leading by 4. George looking over the floor. Lets it go from deep. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Passes it to Vanderbilt. Another miss by Minnesota. The Clippers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Leonard the pass to Holmes. Back to Leonard. To the paint. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
We've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Well, the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Reed the pass to Russell. Well, good with the triple. Clippers leading by 6. On pass to George. Up high to stuff the alley.
Boy, the high-flying acrobatics of George, something to behold. When he leaves the ground for these alley-oops, you drop your jaw and all.
Pass to Reed. Back to Russell. That one's off. Still out of sync.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Pass to Reed. Back to Russell. Beyond the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc. Russell's got his second basket of the night.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now for the team trying to get back into a game like this.
Oh, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Hey, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that. He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
Russell passes to Edwards. A pass to Reed. George against Beasley. They grabbed their own miss.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoring.
And love how he's leading himself to the line. If he keeps it up, he'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's call.
All free throws good from Holmes.
And shooting over 90% from the line here today, in this quarter especially, they've been fantastic.
Leonard against Edwards. Passes it to Towns. The 3, Beasley. Good, and he's this goes to Towns. Beasley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Holmes down low. Fades and shoots. The shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Pass to Beasley. Over George. And it's sent back by George.
Terrific focus from George there. Reading the shooter the entire way through. A great shot block.
Minnesota making a switch here. Rubio's checked in, and a switch here also for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Edwards with it. George picks him up. Towns down low, working on Zubac. Tries it from now, and his Towns missing.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
George fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now. Consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac, and it's Jackson in for Kawhi Leonard.
And every single season, Paul George has kicked his game up another level. I think he's a premier two-way forward who gets it done at both ends.
Here's Holmes, and Holmes throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Towns. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Holmes passes to Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got 6.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
And Rubio kicks to Edwards. Looking to end the run. Excellent D there from George.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Towns at the elbow. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Kennard, he's checked in for George. 1:03 left in the first half of the game. Towns, the pass to McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns. It's good on the putback.
And you see Towns with a big, sure hand controlling that putback.
Clippers leading by 17. Holmes kicks to Cousins. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaden McDaniel. First trip to the free throw line. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, they made a run there at the end. How did that happen?
We didn't do a good job of closing the half. We got to contain them from not making shots. We just got to do a better job.
We'll see if you can do that. Thanks, Carl. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now it's time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say? The natural and impressive effort here today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Ibaka. Paul George is out there with the natural. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Edwards against Leonard. Now here's Edwards. He's tightly guarded.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
A wide open look here for Ibaka. Off target with his three. Timberwolves trail by 18. Leonard against Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And well, he's been the NBA's leader in blocks multiple times. Ibaka just has that rare instinct for it.
George up top. Here by Beasley. George passes to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. Zubac has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Clippers. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Vanderbilt. Trying to find Towns. It's a two.
Yeah, Towns is giving them a huge injection of scoring tonight. Fearless and aggressive performance from the big fella.
Holmes, good. Holmes got 29 in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
If it counts.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. To the middle. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
I tell you what, this would absolutely be illegal for a 7-footer to be able to leave the ground that fast, but Towns has made it legal.
To the inside. Holmes. And it's Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Holmes passes to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. That 3 off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 20. Here's Edwards. Out to Russell. Leonard against Edwards. Another shot. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Holmes. Towns with the defensive effort.
He pulled out all the stops to fight his way inside, but the D just was not giving in.
Clippers leading by 20. Here's Holmes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the off-season honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Daniels is checked in for Edwards. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Rondo's checked in. Here's Noel. Towns trying to get open. A shot from the low post is good.
Well, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
Holmes passes to Leonard, and it's good for 2. Leonard's got 8 points.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Dishes it to Towns. Inside, here's Beasley. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 5th assist in this one.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And that one, good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Read the pass to Noel. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And Clark, because of COVID, the timeline for this season has been altered. Are you ready for more summer basketball?
Man, I tell you what, Kevin, I'm not sure. I've always been a proponent of the season being shorter at the NBA level. I know it's impossible. The toothpaste is out of the tube in terms of obligations on the media front. But I think the league would be better served starting a little bit later, ending sooner. If summer basketball has to happen at the NBA level, I would hope it's the last time we have to do deep summer basketball. I think it's more of a winter sport that trickles into the late spring versus being a summer game at the pro level.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up. It's shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Down low. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Holmes kicks to George. Just 5 on the clock. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. George has got 9.
And the patience from George. Not rushing up a low percentage shot, not settling for just any shot. Instead, keeping his cool and burying a quality look.
And it's Towns missing. LA has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Leonard uses the glass to finish the layup. 10 points for him.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And the Timberwolves call time.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Minnesota. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins, his check in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Towns. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
Rubio against Holmes. The pass to Noel. Rubio outside. 4 on the clock. They need this one. Here's Reed. Knocks it loose. Here's Towns. One shot. No good. Good work defensively by Morris. Jackson has the open look. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Noel passes to Rubio. Here's Reed. He's guarded by Cousins. Second chance shot. Towns trying to get open. No good at the rim. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Noel. Good work defensively by Morris.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he is.
And Leonard enjoys jamming it on. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
That one drops one.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
It's been all Clippers. Now Holmes. 33 points for him. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Holmes. Morris has got 8.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
One-on-one fast break. Floats one, and the layup good by Leonard. Leonard's got 10 points here in the second half. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Clippers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Here's Noel. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Count the basket. And now that's 35 points for the natural.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Here's Reed. The Clippers grab the miss. The next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. Game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Rubio kicks to Towns. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Morris with the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Towns, the pass to Rubio. Back to Towns. Shot to stop the run. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 5 assists in the game. Passes it to Jackson. Morris right side. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Here's Rubio, and he uses the glass on the lane. Rubio's got 4 points in the quarter.
All right, you know, we talk about making plays. Rubio would rather not take the shot from distance. So he does the smart thing, drives it right in.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. To Holmes. He kicks to Leonard. Fires, high post. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And we've seen Leonard's ball handling improve over the years, especially in the pick and rolls where he has grown to be very effective.
And so it's Los Angeles going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays, night in and night out.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Ricky Rubio. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell.
To see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday. Feeds it to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And it's Holmes off the drive. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First one falls for. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. He's off on the second. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Okogie, defended by the 2, and the basket by Okogie.
Watch how Okogie powers his way to the finish. Rushes off the contact like it's not there and gets it to go down.
It's deflected. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it. And it's Holmes off the drive. And he lays it straight in. Holmes got 40 points. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Davis. Pass to Noel. To the right side. No one near Edwards as he lets it block. And the 3 off target.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball.
That was a strong dove.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And tonight, they take their first game of this highly charged 4-game season series. Now, 1 game remaining of the year to try and even things up against the Timberwolves.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the natural.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Clock is at 3. Jackson from long range, and Davis pulls it down. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Right wing, the open shot, Edwards. Kept alive, Minnesota, and Gibson sends it back.
A good defender who uses his body well. Gibson is capable of blocking shots.
Jackson kicks to Holmes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
All free throws good from Holmes. 6 seconds left in the game. Here's Noel. So it's Los Angeles win this game. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. Cool.